49ers Cal High Sports is presented by U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank member, FDIC.
This week on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. Grab your jacket as we bring you complete winter sports action tonight. We'll have boys basketball with Livermore and Castro Valley. Heritage battles Liberty and Leland meets Pioneer.
Girls hoops includes James Logan and Washington. Girls soccer with Mitty and Mountain View. And the inspiring story of the Castro Valley soccer manager and all she's been through to be with the team this year. It's all right now on 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We begin tonight in Milpitas, where the Trojans are off to a great start with a 7-0 record. The Trojans featuring outstanding senior guard Zayed El-Kordi.
Yeah, and the Trojans with a big test this week, taking on East Bay League power San Ramon Valley. The Wolves won a share of the East Bay League crown last season and made it all the way to the NorCal title game. The Wolves and Trojans in Milpitas Thursday night.
A big test for Milpitas as they take on San Ramon Valley Thursday night. The Wolves take control early as Tyler Smith goes all the way to the rack to lay it up and in. Now it's Pierce Iatani to Tommy Ambidge to Tyler Smith for the bucket as the Wolves take a 15-6 lead after one. Milpitas rallies back in the second. Jelani North over to Zayed El-Kordi, who shoots and scores from downtown as the Trojans cut the deficit to just one. SRV fires back. Nate Desoye to Ambidge to Philip Hitchcock for three. Kaboom! Milpitas answers back. Dylan Nguyen with the drive and the finish. 29-27 San Ramon Valley Wolves. Time winding down now. Nicholas Nguyen kicks it out to Dylan Nguyen, and Dylan makes it splash from three-point land before the buzzer as the Trojans take a 30-29 lead at halftime. More Dylan Nguyen in the second half as Dylan gets the steal and the lay-in as the Trojans take a 5-point lead. The Wolves battle back. Smith kicks it out to Tommy Ambidge, who fires and hits from downtown. Now on the other end, Pranavaram Krishnan with the drive, the spin move, and the finish. It's 47-38 Milpitas Trojans after three. Then in the fourth, Pranavaram Krishnan throws it down with two hands as the Trojans take an 8-point lead. Tyler Smith trying to will SRB back in it as the senior knocks down the trifecta. Tyler would finish the game with 26 points, but Milpitas had answers to every SRV haymaker. El-Kordi for three. Bang! El-Kordi from the great ball as the Trojans win it 73-67 to go to 8-0 on the season.
Jake Vanderbrook in Fremont as Mission San Jose hosts Arroyo. The Warriors pushing the tempo early as Will Chapman finds Brandon White inside for 2 points. Back comes Arroyo. Daniel Salamanca Holmes finds Jonas Shelton in the corner, and the three ball is good. But those Warriors continue to run the floor in transition as Chapman goes right to the cup for the finish. 14-7 Warriors after one. More MSJ in the second quarter. Great ball movement inside as Savik Vasamseti finishes with the up and under. 33-22 Warriors at the half. The Warriors dominated the paint all throughout. Here's Brandon White with another finish inside for two of the seniors' 19 points. The Dons look to play catch up from downtown. This Salamanca Holmes triple helps. 16 points for the sophomore. Now the Warriors want to kick it outside. And here, Nikhil Kadambi makes it splash. 53-38 MSJ after three. But hang on, Arroyo's not going away just yet. Salamanca Holmes lasers a pass down the other end to Frank Miller for the basket. Then it's the Dons turning defense into points as Salamanca Holmes finishes at the rack to cut the Warriors' deficit to 6. But the Warriors would hang on. Chapman had a great game, dropping 19 points, including this bucket inside as Mission San Jose goes on to beat Arroyo, 59-53.
Say hi to the Reardon Crusaders hosting Moreau Catholic. Moreau with the lead early. Jennifer Schroeder up and under and banks it home. Kylie Tara is attacking the basket here. She gets the shot to go and one. It's an 8-2 Moreau lead. But the Crusaders take off from there. Tania Dunbar with a double crossover and lefty lay-in. That was nice. The Crusaders take the lead and expand it here. Cheyenne Collins racing up court. Nice move to avoid the defender. Reardon up 15-8 late in the first. On the break goes to the corner. Nevaeh Burkett for three, beating the first quarter buzzer. 22-12 Crusaders after one. Second quarter inbounds to Collins. Aggressive to the rack. Moreau trying to come back. Here's the Mariners' sharp-shooting senior Elisa Ortega with a long three. But Reardon maintains its lead, breaking the press here. Mafalda Fontan Rodriguez to Chloe Yan down low to Araya Thompson. 30-20 Reardon. Moreau staying in it. Here's Ortega again with another of her 3 threes in the game. Moreau with a big fourth quarter, but Reardon will keep its lead. Here's Rodriguez for 3. And then Yan fakes the pass and says, "Hey, where'd everybody go?" Chloe hits the wide open 3 and Reardon wins it by 10. A fine team effort overall for the Reardon Crusaders.
Vintage taking the trip from Napa to Livermore to face the Cowboys Thursday night. We're in the final minutes of the first half. The Crushers' Sebastian Arroyo sends a free kick in the box. Josh Kreitz sends the header into the net, but the refs rule offside, so we head to the second half scoreless. 42nd minute, and now it's Livermore's Kellen Kahautic with the free kick, but Carlos Ruiz eats it up. It's 0-0 with 10 minutes to play. Angel Salcido with a nice takeaway. Angel passes to Henry Drozdowicz. Henry hits top right. The Crushers score in the 70th minute. From there, Livermore kicks it into high gear. Stoppage time. Alex Ramirez with a corner kick. A perfect feed to Kahautic, but the header sails wide, and the Vintage Crushers hold on to the 1-0 lead. The goal from Drozdowicz and Saucedo. The Reicha Center brings us the Players of the Week each week. Scan this QR code right now to vote for next week's top athletes.
The winners announced in a wrap produced by the Reicha Center. Here are this week's Gary Reich's Players of the Week.
49ers Cow High, these are your Gary Reich's Players of the Week, Reicha Center. Jai Johnson, got the crowd stomping, going to the hole and getting buckets often. It's difficult to stop it, she's fly like a rocket, your shot she's gonna block it. She's definitely first option, 16 points and 19 boards. The jumper staying wet like I'm by the shore. Knowing how to get big buckets, she knows how to score. Her name is really buzzing like never before. Brady Kuykendall, he'll show you how to ball. You know what's gonna happen when you hear his number call. He's about that action, 6'5" senior, he's standing tall. Searching for greatness, trying to put banners on the wall. 24 points, yeah, he put on for the Grizzlies. On the court, he getting busy, putting on for his city. Santa Clara is where he's currently committing. He's going hard, and all he really knows is winning. James the Spitter, 49ers Cow High, Gary Reich's Players of the Week.
Coming up, it's the Euro Clinic Girls Game of the Week with 2 top soccer squads, Midi and Mountain View.
And the Salesian girls in action on the hardwood against Bethel as 49ers Cal High Sports presented by US Bank continues.
At Bellarmine, athletics isn't just competition, it's tradition. With 40% of our coaches and both our athletic directors being alumni, this place is more than a school. It's home. They've lived the grind, worn the jersey, and felt the pride, and now they're giving back by building the same experience to the next generation of Bells. They return because they believe in what Bellarmine gave them, and they're here to pass it on. Bellarmine Athletics, be a part of the tradition.
This is Jess, Peloton instructor, educator, game changer. She needs her money to work as hard as she does. That's why she uses US Bank Bank Smartly checking and savings, which does exactly that, helping her track her spending and grow her money. Together, we'll achieve more than any of us could alone. You got this, Jess.
We got this.
That's the power of Jess, and this is the power of us.
Every time I step onto the field, I suit up to protect myself from injury. Off the field, I do the same for my family. But sometimes in life, no matter how careful you are, accidents happen. That's when you can trust Bernardi Zerata. They treat their clients like family, always looking out for your best interests. If you've been injured, call Bernardi Zerata, because when life hits you hard, you deserve a caring team that's on your side.
What's the easiest way to put a spring back in your step? Finding the perfect mattress at Mancini Sleep World. We've got you covered with our Rest Easy promise. We're so sure you'll love your mattress that we offer a 365-night comfort guarantee. 1 year to make sure your mattress is delivering the comfort you deserve. We guarantee the best price with free next-day delivery with top brands like Tempur-Pedic starting at $29 a month. Feel the beat of better sleep with
Mancini Sleep World. Rest easy.
For 15 years in the NFL,
I thought I knew what football was, but since then I've come to know the real truth. Football is made for girls. I'm proud to once again team up with the 49ers to bring the sport of football to the next generation of girls flag football stars through ensuring access, education, and opportunities for girls in the Bay Area and beyond. Because after all,
football is made for girls. Time now for our EuroClinic Girls Game of the Week. The game MVP receives these custom headphones, courtesy of EuroClinic in Santa Clara, where European auto care meets uncompromising standards. This week's game is the soccer matchup with two of the Bay Area's very best teams, Mitty and Mountain View.
The Monarchs are coming off a trip to the NorCal title game last season. Mountain View is 5-0 to start the season with outstanding freshman Olivia Peters with 4 goals in those 5 games. It's our EuroClinic Girls Game of the Week. Our Nikon Shadoost was there.
It's a chilly night in Mountain View, but the sunset is absolutely amazing as we get set for the Spartans to host the Mitty Monarchs. Mitty is coming off a NorCal D1 Finals appearance and has started the season 2-1. Be on the lookout for the junior goalkeeper Leila Tusakovic. She's committed to USC. This Mountain View team is off to a red-hot start. The Spartans have scored 27 goals in their first 5 games and remain undefeated. The sophomore Charlotte Higgins leads the team in both points and goals. It's Mitty and Mountain View in our EuroClinic Girls Game of the Week.
The Mountain View Spartans get set and break the huddle before kickoff. In the 15th minute, an opportunity opens for Mitty, but the shot is saved by diving Madeline Hong to keep it scoreless. A couple minutes later, Mitty has a corner. McKenna Tanaka sends the ball in. It's headed, and it rolls around. Another shot opportunity for the Monarchs, but it's deflected away. The Spartans defense holds. Still in the first, the senior Mia Kim brings it up and passes ahead. Penny De La Cruz leaves it for Brooklyn Collier. Brooklyn shoots and scores! Collier with a great finish. Mitty scores in the 20th minute to make it 1-0. Olivia Peters with a free kick. The freshman looking for her 5th goal, but Leila Tusakovic makes an amazing save to keep the Mitty lead at half. Monarchs looking to tack on in the second, but Hong lines it up perfectly to make the save. Now with under 5 minutes to go, the Spartans with a corner. Charlotte Higgins sends it in, but the Mitty defense makes another stand. Now with under 2 to go, the Mitty keeper comes far out, which gives Mountain View an opening, a chance to tie it, but Lillian Jones wins the foot race. Mitty will win it 1-0 on the Collier lone goal. Here's Brooklyn on the play that led to her goal.
The whole game, we're just like being intensity, and just like that through ball, I just like knew that my teammate was going to get across, and once Penny, she left it, I was like, I just knew I had to finish it.
In Mountain View with the EuroClinic Girls Game of the Week, I'm Nikon Shadoost, 49ers Cal High Sports.
Thank you, EuroClinic.
Faith Thompson showing off her pregame handshake and was in for a huge night as Salesian hosts Bethel. Ivan Garcia with the highlights. Kalai Edwards taking the cookies out of the cookie jar and goes up with the right as Salesian takes an early lead. More pride later in the first. Ezra Palick left all alone. You can't leave her open. The freshman finished with 12 points as Salesian leads 12-11 after 1. Zariah Hall gets the inbound pass. Quick hezzy and pulls up from deep. Cash money. 12 points in the game for the junior. Tie game at 18 going into the half. Low scoring first half, but the Pride turn up the heat. Sharpshooter Ezra drains another one of her 3 triples in the game. Salesian leads 35-26 after 3. The Pride extending the lead, and here's Faith intercepting the pass and drives to the rack to score 2 of her 19 points. The Salesian freshmen were showing out tonight. Here's Emanuela William getting the block. The 6'4 freshman center had 10 points, 6 boards, 7 blocks. Here's her getting 2 of those 10 points, going up and off the glass as Salesian's second half adjustment leads to a 63-36 win over the Jags.
Off to Burlingame now as the Panthers take on Sarah. The Padres on the attack early. Zach Keller crosses it inside the box. Stepan Stadnik with the header, but it's just wide, and Thorchu pushes the ball away. Burlingame draws a foul later in the first half, and the Panthers capitalize as Dylan Rawson converts from the spot as the Burlingame Panthers take a 1-0 lead. Still in the first half, Yannick Nom gets past his defender. Yannick Nom will try one, but it goes wide right. Still 1-0 Panthers at halftime. To the second half now. Yannick Nom on the attack again. Yannick Nom! Yannick finds the back of the net to give Burlingame a 2-0 lead. Sarah looking to Matlin come back late, but the penalty is saved by Torchu. Another shot from Sarah is saved by Thor. The third shot goes off the crossbar and out as the Panthers hang on to win a 2-0 to improve to 4-1 on the season.
Diamond Training and Development helps athletes reach the Diamond standard. Each week we profile an athlete meeting that standard at their school.
This week we spotlight Diego Madrid from the Alameda boys soccer team. Diego is actively involved in several campus clubs, including Month by Month, Ping Pong Club, Chess Club, the Filipino Club, and Latinos Unidos. Through these groups, Diego helps celebrate Filipino and Latino cultures while highlighting important traditions around campus. Diego Madrid is this week's Diamond Training and Development Diamond Standard.
Diego is having some fun. D-Line Constructors brings us the D-Line Defensive Play of the Week every week. This week's D-Line Constructors Defensive Play is Zacho Tupal from Los Gatos taking the charge in the Cats game last week. If you're not already following us on social media, now is the time. Find us on Instagram and YouTube at 49ers Cal High.
We are doing huge numbers with 47,000 followers on Instagram. Thanks to everyone who supports our show by subscribing to our YouTube channel with exclusive extended highlights, entire game videos, and our covered Cal High podcast. You can find it all at 49ers Cal High. Coming up to Castro Valley we go for Livermore and Castro Valley.
And Del Mar takes on McDonald in girls hoops, but first, here's the Bay Area girls basketball poll.
Off season? Nah, this is level up season. At Diamond Training and Development, it's all baseball and softball all year. Faster hands, bigger hits, harder throws, no excuses, just work. You want that starting spot, that college scout's attention? Show them what you did when nobody was watching. At Diamond Training and Development, off season is on.
Dad, this guy says that we act like Gillette Labs is some miracle, but it's just another razor?
Gillette Labs ain't a miracle, but it sure as heck ain't my old razor. It's Gillette's best shave. And with up to 30 shaves per cartridge, I'm spending less. Its ultra-sharp blades last 50% longer.
And give you a fresh blade feeling time after
time. Time after time after time. Gillette Labs, the best a man can get.
Keeps getting better.
You didn't choose a European car for average performance, so don't settle for average service. At Euro Clinic, we specialize in Audi, Porsche, Mercedes-Benz, and other marques, delivering expert maintenance and a refined experience. Valet pickup, exotic towing, a private lounge, meticulous service with a 5-year unlimited mileage warranty. Euro Clinic, Silicon Valley's choice for European and exotic care, where performance meets premium service.
When the Eagles won the Super Bowl, man, it was one of the greatest days of my life. But that day was ruined by accusations that my birds only won to sell wings. You know what they're saying out there? They're saying the quarterbacks are scrambling, apparently, to sell eggs.
Eggs are delicious. Great protein.
Oh, Baker Mayfield's a bread influencer.
Yeah, the man does bake.
You know, football is not a ploy to sell food.
When football makes you hungry, order Uber Eats.
On the field, teamwork makes the difference. Off the field, it's no different with the San Jose Police Department. A major reason why the city of San Jose is the safest large city in the nation.
I played high school football here in the Bay Area. Now I serve the community with SJPD. The rewards are beyond a great salary and benefits. It's about making a real impact.
Be a part of one of the top police departments in the nation. Protect, serve, inspire. Join the San Jose Police Department today.
The Livermore Cowboys are off to a great start this season with a 6-1 record coming into this game. The Cowboys feature two big men, senior Dylan Wary and sophomore Amari Chandler.
Yep, both very good. Castro Valley's strength is with its guards, including senior Xander Harris, Des Sickat, and Krishan McGee. The two squads meeting at Castro Valley this week. The Livermore Cowboys looking to keep their hot preseason going at Castro Valley. The Trojans on top early. Des Sickat, 2 big steps and a bucket to give Castro Valley a 9-6 lead. Livermore breaking the press here as C.T. Harper goes strong to the rack, hits the shot and one. The Cowboys take the lead. The Cowboys have an outstanding senior big man, Dylan Wary, doing great work in the paint. It's a 9-point Cowboys lead. Here's a Cowboys sharpshooting sophomore Amari Chandler for 3, and the Cowboys have a 15-point lead just before the half. The Trojans answer with this Krishan McGee 3. McGee for 3, it's an 11-point Livermore lead at the half. Second half, and here's the sophomore Chandler, the son of former Newark Memorial great Marquise Chandler. Another three for Amari, but the Trojans start chipping away at the lead. Xander Harris spins and flies into the lane. And then on the break, it's Harris for three as the Trojans catch fire. Here the Trojans get another three. It's McGee for three again. And when Sitcat hits his three-pointer, the Cowboys' lead is down to 9 midway through the fourth quarter. The Trojans with some momentum as Sitcat gets the steal and lays it in. The Trojans get as close as 4 points. But Chandler grabs the loose ball here, and Amari slams it home. And then it's just a 4-point Livermore lead, 25 seconds to play as Chandler seals it with this long three. That's a steely-eyed sharpshooter right there. It's a 10-point win for the Cowboys, a huge night for the sensational sophomore Chandler.
The McDonald girls basketball team making its first ever debut on the show, taking on the Delmar Dons Tuesday night. In the first, the Dons Zoe Hinkle with the cleanup and the putback. Delmar jumps out to a 6-0 lead. Then it's the Dons in transition. Miley Japleet to Hinkle to Georgiana Cargbo. Gigi lays it in, 8-0 Dons. Here come the Condors. Tiana Butin with a long pass to Sam Consul. Sam hits the long two to put Mac on the board, but Delmar keeps its foot on the gas. Kimani Yarber to Japleet for the corner three. Miley drills it, 10-5 Dons after one. Butin passes to Nayalea, who hits the Euro and gets the lay-in to go. Nice play down low for the junior. Delmar with a strong passing game. Japleet to Maria Velasquez to Chamaya Morgan, up and in. Chamaya giving some praise to her point guard Maria. Zoe Hinkle was on all night for the Dons. Here is the senior drilling the mid-range, contributing to a 17-point Don lead at the half. And in the second half, Morgan the rebound out to Velasquez to Hinkle. 26 points on the night for Zoe. Closing out the game, Nyla Castro-Diaz intercepts the pass and goes high off the glass. A great play there from the McDonald freshman, but it's Delmar walking away with the decisive victory as the Dons improve to 7-0 on the year. The Cal Hope Courage Award brings us stories of athletes who inspire us.
Ivan Garcia joins us now with the inspirational story of the Castro Valley soccer manager and her courageous battle with cancer.
A few years ago, Christy Gomes was just another youngster playing soccer. What she faced off the field would make Christy fight for her life twice. It's a cold Tuesday night at Castro Valley High School. Team manager Christy Gomes should be on the field playing with the team. The senior played soccer most of her life until 5 years ago, when Christy's love of the game was taken from her and her life was changed forever. In January 2020, when Christy was 11 years old, she went to the doctor's office with leg pain. What she thought was a sports injury ended up being much worse.
We sat in the room and then the doctor came in and sat down and said, you know, you're right, something definitely was wrong. Sorry. And they said she has a cancerous tumor in her femur.
My first initial thoughts were like, I'm gonna die.
Christy was diagnosed with a rare form of bone cancer, osteosarcoma. The tumor in Christy's femur was 10 centimeters long. Christy started chemotherapy 1 week after her diagnosis.
Going through chemo was rough. Like, there's a lot of times I wanted to not do it anymore, but you know, I don't have that choice. I have to go through that so I could be better.
It was hard, but with it being Christy, she still found a way to make her jokes, make her smile. As scary as it was still Christy that I was looking at and talking to.
In April, Christy underwent limb salvage surgery to remove 20 centimeters around the tumor. A metal rod was inserted into her leg and a part of her knee was replaced. Christy's soccer career was over. As if being 11 years old and going through all this wasn't hard enough, the COVID-19 pandemic caused Christy to see only one parent at a time. She was also not able to see her siblings, and this took a toll on Christy.
And then like my sister, she makes me cry. We used to fight a lot, and I think once when I went through and she realized she could have lost me, it made her really cherish me a little more, and now she's my best friend. And my brother, during COVID, I couldn't have him around, but all I wanted was my big brother.
During the worst of chemo, Christy was down to just 70 pounds. She began losing her hair. Still, Christy was able to make light of her situation, especially when the doctors asked if she would like to shave her head.
No, I don't. I wanted to keep it as long as possible, and until my surgery, I had one little long hair. I would put a ponytail in it every once in a while.
In October of 2020, Christy would ring the bell. She was pronounced cancer-free. But just as Christy was getting ready to enter her freshman year of high school, the family was hit with terrible news.
Life was just great, hanging out, everything's going back to normal, and 18 months later it came back. It metastasized to her lungs.
In 2022, Christy underwent 4 lung surgeries to remove the cancerous tumors. At the time of her second battle with cancer, the FDA approved a clinical trial that injects humans with Listeria, a potentially dangerous version of food poisoning. Christy would be one of the first humans to go through this experimental trial.
She was a prime candidate for this clinical trial that they were doing in LA. Asked Christy if that's something she'd want to do, and first she was scared. She was like, if this can help save somebody else, then let's try it.
I was worried it was gonna make me feel sick and lose all my hair again, and it didn't.
These injections gave Christy food poisoning-like symptoms for roughly a day or 2. She would be recovered by the 3rd day and be on her way home. After a year-long treatment, in May of 2023, Christy would ring the bell for a second time.
And then the second time it hit me a little more because I don't think it ever really hit me like, oh, you had cancer again. So when I rung the bell, it was almost more emotional than going through the whole thing, because it made me realize like I was actually going through all that. It wasn't just like a bad dream. I was so close to dying.
Yet, throughout all of these treatments, surgeries, and tears, Christy lives with a smile on her face.
I went through depression. I learned that I would just be sad forever if I let it bear on me. So, after I went through all those treatments, I need to be a happier person about things, because you can't take stuff like that for granted. I make a lot of jokes all the time about it.
5 years after her initial diagnosis, Christy is back on the field, not as a player, but as a team manager.
The sport that she loves, she's not able to play, and so this is how she can contribute and still share her love for the sport. We're very, very blessed.
After all the treatment that Christy went through, she now wants to pursue a career in the medical field.
My dream job is to somehow be able to be a therapist for cancer patients, because I would be able to relate to them on an extra level that most people can't.
Christy is caring and compassionate in the face of incredible hardship. She has this advice for others battling cancer.
You'll get through it. It's rough and it sucks. It's hard to be able to trust all those people around you all the time that are poking you and probing you and doing everything they can to help you, but you'll get through it, and it's long, but when you get through it, your life will be so much better for yourself.
It's truly amazing to see how happy and full of life Christy is after everything she went through. I mean, it's almost a miracle.
Truly, a miracle is a great way to say it. 2 years
And she's been cancer-free now 2 years?
2 years now, yeah.
Fantastic. Wishing her the best. Be sure to scan the QR code on the screen for more information on the Cal Hope Courage Award Scholarship Program.
AmeriWest Credit Union honors teachers all around the Bay Area for the great work they do every day.
Here's Cannon Jenkins from El Cerrito talking about outstanding teacher Jacob Rincon.
I want to say probably my weight training teacher. He was our football coach last year, and he put us in the work every morning, and we do this for him.
Gillette presents the Precision Player each week. This is a young athlete already making his or her mark in sports.
Gillette is proud to honor Olivia Peters from the Mountain View soccer team. The freshman striker has 13 points and 4 goals already this season. For the best a fan can get this season, visit Gillette.com/NFL to purchase your Gillette Labs official 49ers licensed razor today.
Coming up, Piedmont Hills takes on Evergreen Valley.
And Sharks Ice High School hockey with the Lancers in Palo Alto. But first, here is the Pacific Pride Students section of the week. This week, it's the St. Ignatius fans doing a great job helping the Wildcats to a state title win this season. Brought to you by the University of the Pacific, the official higher education partner of the San Francisco 49ers.
Meet the Johnsons, a young couple looking to start a family. Then there's Larry, the eccentric brother-in-law who likes to hold concerts every day. And he also believes that squirrels are spies. Ready to build an ADU loan on your main home? a second home, or an investment property in California? Get a HomeFast ADU loan with fixed-term financing ranging from $25,000 up to $500,000. Thanks to a HomeFast ADU loan from Marawest, Larry has his own space. And the Johnsons, well, they have their sanity back.
Every great athlete knows you don't win without a game plan. That goes for math, and that's why Bay Area Tutor for Athletes is here, a high-performance online math tutoring program for middle and high school athletes across the Bay Area. Whether it's algebra, geometry, trigonometry, or calculus, we'll help you level up. Form a Tutor for Athletes squad with up to 5 teammates for small group tutoring, or go one-on-one to sharpen your skills. Stay eligible, stay competitive, win in the classroom and on the field.
I know that the model of credit unions is the very best one for human beings, and so how we bring that to life can truly transform people's lives.
Lumen brings to us the capability to be able to serve members in ways that we haven't before. It is really about enhancing that need for that particular individual like we've never been able to do before, and I'm extremely excited about that.
Dad, this guy says that we act like Gillette Labs is some miracle, but it's just another razor?
Gillette Labs ain't a miracle, but it sure as heck ain't my old razor. It's Gillette's best shave. And with up to 30 shaves per cartridge, I'm spending less. Its ultra-sharp blades last 50% longer.
And give you a fresh blade feeling time after
time. Time after time after time. Gillette Labs, the best a man can get.
Keeps getting better.
Evergreen Valley Cougars are off to a tremendous start to the season. The Cougars with a 6-2 record going into this game. The Cougars feature terrific 6'4" center Jacob Markowicz.
Piedmont Hills, meantime, has top point guard Josh Arciaga. The Pirates taking the short trip to Evergreen Valley for their meeting this week.
The Piedmont Hills Pirates making the short trip through San Jose to take on Evergreen Valley. The Cougars looking good early. Ananth Kothapali to Donovan Trong to Jan Nichette, and Jan makes it splash from deep. The Pirates fire back. Theron Jurovic to Dylan Takashima to Nathan Lee for 3. Kaboom! But Evergreen Valley takes control in the first. Kothapali over to Donovan Trong, who finds Jacob Narkowitz in the paint, and Jacob lays it in. 18-12 Cougars after 1. Second quarter now, swing the ball around to Donovan Trong in the corner, and Donovan shoots and scores from three-point land. 25-12 Evergreen Valley. The Pirates answer back. Arnav Shailish dishes it to Joshua Arciaga, who drills his shot for 3. Piedmont Hills trying to continue the rally, but the shot is rejected by Jacob Narkowitz. Jacob going all the way to lay it up and in as the Cougars take a 34-27 lead at halftime. To the second half now, when Hayden Nguyen finds Donovan Trong, who drives and finishes the lay-in. Then it's Narkowitz working hard at the paint. The first shot is off, but Jacob gets the putback plus the foul. 48-35 Evergreen Valley after 3. Fourth quarter now, and it's Jacob Narkowitz once again with the rejection. Kothapali gets a loose ball and passes it ahead to Hayden Nguyen. Nguyen all the way to the rack as the Cougars win it 63-52. Jacob Narkowitz leading the charge with 22 points.
Over to the rink now, where the Lancers take on Palo Alto for the Sharks Ice High School Hockey Game of the Week. Vikes up 1-0 midway through the first. The Lancers' Dalgoon Ankmeyer threads through 2 defenders for the shot on goal, but Miles Joing gets the save. 2 minutes until the first intermission. Max Fenninger passes behind to Owen Fury, who winds and fires, goes left side for the second Viking goal of the period. 2-0 Pally after 1. Second period, Joing gets another of his 16 saves in the game, this time flashing the leather on an impressive glove save. Time winding down in the period. Fury with a pass to a waiting Patrick Cole. Cole's second goal of the game, 3-0 Pally. The Lancers tender Keegan Leroux records 14 saves in the third period alone. 1 block and then another on the rebound. Impressive. But Pally pressing. Quincy Quattlebaum gets a steal behind the net, and Patrick Coles receives and fires. Cole completes the hat trick. That goal makes it 4-0 Palo Alto. But the Lancers will not be denied at least 1 goal as Jonathan Doherty gets his team on the board. But it'll be Palo Alto Alto walking away with the 4-1 win. Cole with the hat trick, Joy nearly perfect in goal, so both are taking home our Player of the Game honors. Lexus of Stevens Creek brings us the Volunteer Award each week, leading to $10,000 in scholarships. This is an athlete who does great work in the community.
This week's Lexus of Stevens Creek Volunteer Award goes to the Washington boys basketball team. Just this past week at Washington Hospital, the boys donated nearly 200 toys to Toys for Tots, helping bring some holiday joy to kids in need. Matthew Lundag shares why giving back and volunteering means so much to this team.
I think it just shows that you need to be thankful for everything. You can't take the things that you have for granted. When it comes to family, friends, you don't know what anyone else is going through. So it just, staying together as family and just being thankful for what you have.
The San Jose Police Department is looking for top recruits to join their department to keep San Jose the safest big city in America.
So SJPD helps us recognize top recruits in the Bay Area, and this week we recognize Devin Cosgriff from the Archbishop Mitty girls basketball team. Devin committed to playing next season at the University of Michigan. Coming up, back to the hardwood for Heritage and Liberty.
And girls basketball with James Logan in Washington. But first, here is this week's learning tip presented by Bay Area Tutoring Association.
Use math drills. Flashcards aren't just for vocab. Use them for formulas, multiplication facts, geometry theorems, and math terms. Quick fire reviews sharpen recall, just like speed drills in sports.
The Liberty boys basketball team brings its 6-2 record to court this week to take on Brentwood rival Heritage.
Heritage features 6'7" senior center Aiden Muse. The battle for Brentwood played at Liberty this week. We love a good rivalry game and a very direct t-shirt. We have Liberty hosting Heritage. In the first, Julian Jalita with some physical dribbles, spinning, getting the shot to go. We are tied at 2 early. But Liberty jumps on top. Andrew Rendon Ibarra going all out, knocking the ball loose for Jacob Fuller to pick up. And with this bucket, it's 11-5 Liberty. Here is Nico Zendash gaining control and getting the fadeaway to go. It's 21-7 Lions after 1. More Liberty in the second. Jalen Miller sees his opening. A strong move past a defender to the rack. 4-2. Part of a 14-point run for the Lions. 38-11 at the break. Check out this block from 6'7" junior Ope Alandunjoy. Then it's Dante Vigil going coast to coast for the lay-in. Jalita feeds Aiden Muse to tack on a couple more points for Liberty, but Brentwood bragging rights are going to stay with Liberty, at least in 2025. Jaden Molina Valverde hits a corner triple. 67-33 to final score in Brentwood, and the Lions improved to 7-0 on the year, 1-0 in Bay Valley League play.
Let's hit the Fremont as Washington hosts James Logan. We saw Mariah McHenry locking down receivers in flag football this past season, and here, the Southpaw nails the triple from the top of the key. The Colts would go on a 13-0 run to start the game. Iwalani Lealau delivers a dime the tee to tap for the easy layup. The Huskies would bark back with Sydney Jenkins finding a cutting Kaya Dumigan, hoop plus the harm, 18-13 Colts after 1. Washington looks to respond in the second with Julia Canillo drives in, pulls up, and nails the mid-range shave for 2 of her 14 points. Back and forth we go. Lealau showing off the range. My goodness, it's 29-21 Logan at the half. And she wasn't done. 18 points for the magnificent sharpshooter, including this triple from the top of the key. Nice shot there, but the Huskies come back and tie it up. Strong move to the basket. Maya Bolnes, bucket plus the foul, all knotted up at 34 after 3. Late in the fourth, all tied at 43. Not anymore as Zoe Millard goes to the hoop and finishes with the left hand. 45-43 Washington. Less than 10 seconds left. Logan down 45-44. Tep finds Momo Johnson, and Logan retakes the lead with over 2 seconds left. One last shot for Washington, but Lealau comes up with the steal as James Logan wins a thriller in Fremont. 46-45 was the final.
Venardi Zurada is the official injury attorneys for the San Francisco 49ers, and each week Venardi Zurada finds people in the high school sports community and highlights their efforts.
This week's Venardi Zurada hometown hero is longtime basketball coach Mike Tripp. Mike coaching his 40th season of varsity basketball this year, including 25 years at Washington High in Fremont. Mike is now at Livermore High School. Mike coaching lots of great players, including Mike McKinney and Arcel Harris. Mike Tripp from Livermore High, this week's Venardi Zurada hometown hero. Albany's Construction knows a thing or two about hard work, and that's why they bring us the dirty work play each week. This week's play goes to Jai Johnson. Jai having a block party last week with 5 blocks in the Bulldogs game. Jai Johnson doing the dirty work just like our good friends at Albany's Construction.
Coming up, it's the Mancini Sleep World Dream matchup with Leland and Pioneer, the Battle of the Den.
And San Ramon Valley meets Castro Valley on the soccer pitch. But first, here is this week's High Five Top 5 environments for basketball gyms in the Bay Area. Brought to you by High Five Restaurant and Catering in San Jose.
This is Jess, Peloton instructor, educator, game changer. She needs her money to work as hard as she does. That's why she uses U.S. Bank Smartly checking and savings, which does exactly that, helping her track her spending and grow her money. Together, we'll achieve more than any of us could alone. You got this, Jess.
We got this.
That's the power of Jess, and this is the power of us.
Every time I step onto the field, I suit up to protect myself from injury. Off the field, I do the same for my family. But sometimes in life, no matter how careful you are, accidents happen. That's when you can trust Bernardi Zerata. They treat their clients like family, always looking out for your best interest. If you've been injured, call Bernardi Zerata, because when life hits you hard, you deserve a caring team that's on your side.
This isn't just auto repair, this is Euroclinic, Silicon Valley's destination for European auto care. Located in Santa Clara, we deliver precision maintenance and repair with uncompromising standards. Enjoy flexible drop-offs, concierge updates, towing for exotics, and valet pickup. Your vehicle is backed by a 5-year unlimited mileage warranty while you relax in our modern lounge with espresso and private workspaces. Expect more than a dealer, expect Euroclinic.
For over 65 years, Delta Dental has been at the forefront of progressive healthcare for all, offering high-quality, affordable dental plans that strive to meet the needs of everyone. Today, we are the largest network of oral healthcare providers in the nation. At Delta Dental, we're committed to pushing the industry to transform modern healthcare so your family gets more moments that matter for generations to come. Schedule your oral health checkup today.
Get ready for the most exhilarating season yet. Sharks Ice Hockey is hosting 34 teams spanning from Fresno to Reno. Over 700 hockey players all competing for state and national titles. Be part of the thrilling action. Experience the speed, the skill, and the passion from these young hockey players. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations from all over the Bay Area. Looking to join, support, or to find games? Go to sharkshighschoolhockey.com.
Mancini Sleep World brings us the dream matchup each week. This is a game we thought was the biggest game in a week of big games. And this week, it's a rivalry game, the Battle of the Den in boys basketball.
Why do they call it the Battle of the Den?
Because it is played in Almaden between Pioneer and Leland. Almaden.
The Battle of the Den.
Battle of the Den.
Okay, it is Leland and Pioneer, the two Almaden teams playing for bragging rights. It's our Mancini Sleep World dream matchup. Our Jake Vanderbrook was there.
Mancini Sleep World, rest easy.
Our Mancini Sleep World dream matchup is in San Jose for the Battle of the Den between Pioneer and Leland. For the 4-1 Mustangs, Giorgio Tavernakis is playing some wonderful basketball, averaging 16 points per contest. And for Leland, be on the lookout for Stephen Watson. The senior is averaging just over 12 points and 5 rebounds per contest. Jumping right to the highlights, and the Chargers are off and running with Eric John Wong getting the shot to go off the glass. Back comes Pioneer with Giorgio Tavernakis to Kai Modi, back to Giorgio, and his three-pointer is money. Here's Derek Kwon pushing the tempo. Derek draws the foul, and you can count the basket, but Leland would have the lead after one as Mattia Nucci drives in, then finds Daniel Garcia for the easy bucket. 13-12 Chargers after one. Back and forth we go in the second. Kwon working hard. Inside, splits the two defenders with the pump fake to lay it in. But Cyrus Zhao is like, you want to see something crafty? Check this out. How about the turnaround J for the senior guard? Nice shot here. Then here comes Leland in transition, and it leads to this easy layup from Stephen Watson. 26-18 Chargers at the half. But those Mustangs storm back in the third. Pushing the tempo, Braden Lynn finds an open Giorgio, and his three-pointer is nothing but net. 11 points for the senior guard. Then it's Lynn with some open space, and his triple is cash. Braden also had 11 points. Leland still up 37-34 after three. Pioneer continues to shoot the long ball in the fourth. How about Quan kicking a pass out to Kai Modi for three? Yes, sir! All tied up at 39. Leland responds. First shot doesn't go, but Garcia is there for the putback. 13 points for Garcia, but Pioneer would get the job done on its home court with Connor Eddington knocking down the long ball in the corner as the Pioneer Mustangs win the Battle of the Den, beating Leland 54-47.
All the hard work we put into this game, and Leland's a good team, but this is our den.
Branham, I know you guys watching this. You guys know.
The Wolves with a pregame howl as San Ramon Valley hosts Castro Valley. Ivan Garcia with the highlights. The Wolves on the attack early. Shay Zulsdorf sends a perfect pass into the box, and there to get a knee on it is Isabella O'Callahan. SRV scores within 2 minutes of the game. The Trojans looking to answer back and get a good look. Arabella Pay trying to connect with one of her teammates. It's bounced around until Erica Flores shoots it, but it gets deflected by SRV to keep the Trojans out of the goal. A few minutes later, we get to see this beautiful pass from Ashley Dotson putting the ball on the money, and Shay sends the payment and deposits another goal for the Wolves, 2-0 SRV. Still in the first and still on the attack are the Wolves. The ball ricochets and finds Brooklyn Becker, who finds the corner goalpost and scores the third goal of the game. San Ramon Valley holds on to the 3-0 lead and keep their undefeated and clean sheet streak alive.
The Menlo boys soccer team has high expectations for this season.
The boys meeting Jake at the Rikus Center to talk about it this week.
And here's the boys soccer team from Menlo. Get loud! Love it. So I'm going to start off with Cam Rafati. So Cam, you guys have played 4 matches entering this week thus far. Talk about what's the one thing that stands out the most with this team compared to last season?
Yeah, so I think the biggest thing that stands out to me so far is the trust from player to player. Obviously, soccer can be a very individual game, but we do a great job of trusting one another, playing that extra pass, working together. And I think even from like the 3rd to 4th game, which was the biggest change, we had like an hour of communication beforehand saying we all have the capability to do it ourselves, but if we work together, we're going to be a hell of a team. And I think we put that together very well.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be one heck of a team already. I mean, this is a team that is coming off a league title, but they're looking for more. They want that section title. They made it to that section title game last year, just fell short. I'm with Declan Sitter. What will it take to get to that section title game?
I mean, we've really created a culture of excellence here. It was our 2nd league title in a row last year, and really the league title is the minimum from now on. And I think we brought back some really good players last year, added some really good ones this year. So we really expect to go win a CCS this year.
Okay, that's the mission. That's the mission. But another mission, they could go for that NorCal title and push further and further and further into the postseason. So Reed Sunwoo, senior, talk about what are some of the individual expectations that you would like to set for yourself for this season, your final season playing at Menlo.
Yeah, I think as a senior, obviously, I want to leave a legacy at Menlo. And so, Menlo's never won a section title and never won NorCal. So that's definitely something I want to leave behind. And I think that just comes down to making sure chemistry is good with the team, making sure we're all bonding. There's new players, there's old players, returning players. So I think making sure, especially in this preseason and moving into season, where everything's clicking, everything's working together.
Okay, this squad is on a mission to make history. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me. Take us out with a break.
Family on 3, 1, 2, 3, family!
Delta Dental honors entire teams who perform well on the field and in the classroom with the Smiles for Scholars Award. This week, we recognize the Campo Lindo football team, the Campo Cougars, with an impressive 3.22 GPA.
Coming up, East Bay basketball as San Leandro takes on Fremont.
But first, here's our U.S. Bank Bay Area basketball poll.
The San Leandro Pirates are off to a 5-1 start to start the season. The Pirates this week taking on the Fremont Tigers from Oakland.
That's right. Fremont is led by Roy Bishop and his 15 points a game. Fremont at San Leandro this week.
Here comes Austin Powell and his Tigers, and here's Elijah Rubio with his Pirates as we get set for tip-off at the Ship. San Leandro wins the tip-off, but Roy Bishop Jr. picks a pass, breaks away, and throws it down. That dunk sets the tone for the first half. Zaire Albert finds Bishop Jr. Roy drives down the lane through traffic, contact, and one. Leon Douse Daniels to Tyrese West. West goes to work. The hook shot is a beauty. 14-5 Fremont after one. Tigers go on a run in the second. Bishop with a beautiful lob to West. Tyrese hammers it home. 33-13 Fremont at the half. Dominic Antoine to Albert. Zaire shoots from three. Yes, sir. Powell to Melvin Reynolds. Reynolds to Bishop Jr. Roy shoots from Oakland, and he got it. 41-13 Tigers. Rubio had 8 points in the third. He pulls up from the free throw line. Nothing but net. Now Elijah will shoot from beyond the arc, and Rubio is feeling it. Pirates put up 16 in the third, but it would not be enough. Tristan Jones to the big man West for a triple. Tyrese can shoot. Fremont with their third win in a row. This one comes on the road to improve to 4-2.
The Harker School presents the Scholar Athlete Award every week.
And this week's Harker Scholar Athlete is Hannah Benami from the Los Gatos basketball team. Hannah with a super impressive 4.6 GPA.
Oh my, brought to you by the Harker School. Harker Performing Arts students spread holiday cheer to the Harker community during this year's Big Assembly Day show, which featured more than 300 students performing at lower, middle, and upper school campuses. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org. DGDG.com wants you to be a happy car buyer, so each week they bring us the Be Happy Play, a play guaranteed to make everyone happy.
This week's DGDG.com Be Happy Play goes to the Mighty Monarchs. It's Brooklyn Collier with the game-winning goal, and the Monarchs celebrate, run to the corner. We love a soccer celebration. Want to be a happy car buyer? Go to DGDG.com.
Coming up, the Service by Medallion Play of the Week.
But first, here is this week's financial tip for teens and their parents, brought to you by Lumen Digital.
Teens have many pressures on their time, such as grades, athletics, and financial responsibilities. When possible, encourage your teen to get a part-time job to earn their own money and learn how to budget and spend. Many banks and credit unions offer easy online account opening, so you can help your teen set up an account independently.
Play of the Week.
Let's begin Play of the Week with Livermore's Amari Chandler with this two-handed jam. How about Pranav from Krishna from Milpitas throwing it down? Wow! Here's Fremont's Roy Bishop Jr. What a slam! Then it's Roy to his teammate Tyrese West for the alley-oop slam. But the Play of the Week goes to Leila Tusakovic from Midi with this brilliant save. One more time, Leila Tusakovic. You just won the Play of the Week.
That's the Play of the Week, and that's 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Be sure to join us next week for a show filled with the best plays, games, and stories from the year. We'll see you then.
Thanks for watching. Please join our YouTube memberships to get early access to highlights and our podcast, Covered Cal High.
You'll also be able to see full game videos and vote for the Players of the Week. So click join and make sure to tune in every Sunday night at 6 p.m. on NBC Sports California. We'll see you at the games.